There's barbecue and then there's religion. In Texas, the pit is the altar and the brisket, sacred. In this video, I'm hitting up CorkScrew BBQ in the Houston area, a no-frills smokehouse that landed a Michelin star without changing a thing. Then I'm off to another Michelin star barbecue in Austin, Texas, where tradition and innovation collide in the most beautiful way. Slow, deliberate, and unapologetically Texan. And before getting to the barbecue, just want to give a big thank you and shout out to the sponsor of this video, Surfshark VPN. Of course, I've been using and talking about Surfshark VPN for a number of years now. I consider it one of the most essential apps I keep on my phone, my laptop, and there's so many reasons for that. First of all, security. We all know nowadays so much of our digital information is online. We all know there's so many people trying to gain access to that. You got people trying to collect your digital information to sell to marketing companies, or you got people with more malicious purposes trying to gain access to things like your email, your social media accounts. So if you are not currently utilizing a VPN service, I highly recommend that you do. So what Surfshark VPN is, it's a virtual private network. And what it does is that it hides your IP, it encrypts and secures your personal information before it goes over the internet. So people who you really don't want having access to your private info, which is a lot of people, they're not gonna have access to it. And if someone is trying to do something like gain access to your email account, Surfshark has something called Surfshark Alerts, and you will be notified right away. And this is especially true when you're out and about at shopping centers, airports, hotels, where you're connected to local Wi-Fi hotspots, which we all use. But these hotspots are usually not secure at all, and these are great opportunities for people to gain access to your private information. So this is the primary reason why I keep Surfshark VPN running on my phone, my laptop. It's super fast. I don't even notice it's running. And it gives me peace of mind for less than the price of a cup of coffee a day. And if you get one account, it covers unlimited devices. So your iPad, your laptop, however many family members' devices you have, all covered with one account. Also, it's so extremely helpful when you're traveling abroad, which I'm doing right now. There's a lot of websites, a lot of major websites that you can't access that doesn't function correctly when you're trying to access from abroad, especially US streaming services, also my bank, places where I pay my bills. So I can use Surfshark VPN to change my location digitally back to the US, and it's like I never left. So I get full access to all my US streaming services, I can pay my mortgage, and I would not have been able to do that without Surfshark VPN. So if you want to give it a try, go to surfshark.com/dumpling and use my promo code dumpling for 4 extra months. Good morning. Right now, I am in the town of Spring, Texas, right around Houston, and heading to one of the 4 Michelin star barbecues in Texas. This place is so popular. They just opened and there's not a parking spot inside. I had to park like 3 blocks away. Yeah, I can smell it. There's no denying that smoke right there. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, that smells good. Welcome to CorkScrew BBQ. As soon as you walk up, they hand you the menu for today. By the smoked meat by the pound, there's sides, there's sandwiches, there's potatoes. There's something about Texas barbecue that just makes you so unbelievably happy. So I waited about an hour actually from getting in line to getting my food. I got the pork ribs. I haven't tasted these yet, but they look like they could possibly be the best pork rib I've ever had. Just because the amount of chilies out here, it smells so smoky and good. I smell it right now. It looks incredibly juicy. I got the really fatty brisket. Oh my gosh, look at this. So just by this little container of sauce sitting on top of the brisket's already been squished. That's how soft it is. There's some fresh jalapenos, fresh onions, bread, of course, pickles. On the side, some potato salad. And again, look at these ribs. Look at them. They look so scrumptious and soft. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, these are some tender, I bet you, fall off the bone pork ribs. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. The beautiful crust on top with that gorgeous smoke ring. Holy moly, look how juicy this thing is. This is about as juicy as pork ribs can get. And look at the fatty brisket. This, oh my gosh, seriously, every time you poke it with a fork, there is absolutely zero resistance. Crazy tender. That is 100% gonna melt in your mouth. Let's try this. Holy moly, I'm so excited for this. especially for the pork rib. So for me, the best pork rib I've had to this day has been the pork rib at La Barbecue in Austin, which has also earned a Michelin star. I still remember that as the best pork rib I've ever had. But check this baby out. Most beautiful color. Again, love the chili flakes on top. This could be something really, really special right here. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Are some mouth-watering, mind-blowing pork ribs. When you take a bite, the smoke absolutely overwhelms you. Beautiful crust on top is the perfect amount of smokiness, little hints of sweet and spicy, and when you keep chewing, you hit the fat. The fat and some crunchy cartilage. This is just the most tender thing you'll ever put in your mouth. Oh my gosh. This is absolute perfection. It's perfect, fall clean off the bone, tender. Oh yeah. One bite of this. You can tell right away why this place deserves a Michelin star. Now let's try some of their barbecue sauce. Oh, actually, chase it with some potato salad. Oh, that's really good. Oh, mustardy, creamy. Potato salad's good, pickle's good. A little jalapeno if you want some extra heat. Let's add the barbecue sauce. Look at that. Oh yeah, that is a tangy barbecue sauce. It goes really, really well with these pork ribs. Oh my gosh. I cannot emphasize enough how tender and juicy these ribs are. I mean, look at this. Plastic knife, clean off the bones. I think those ribs might be better with the sauce. This is some absolutely superb barbecue sauce. This is absolute Texas barbecue perfection. Sitting outside in the shade, eating some lip smacking barbecue. It's just one of the greatest indulgences in this state. That rib is so good, I totally forgot about the brisket. When they ask me if I want moist or lean brisket, I always say, oh my gosh, it's too fragile. Oh, yeah, that's what you want your brisket to do. So tender and fragile that you can barely pick it up. Oh, this piece right here, that's all smoke. Oh yeah, all smoke. Look at this piece right here. Such a gorgeous crust right above a layer of fat and juicy meat. Oh my gosh. You barely need to chew that. Wow. It's gotta be one of the best briskets I ever had. Oh, that's amazing. When you bite into that brisket, the smoke bites right back. It's fatty, it should have multiple fragile stickers on it. Oh my gosh, this is some insane brisket. Oh, I can, seriously, you can barely pick this thing up. Even on the leaner side, you can barely pick this thing up. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at this. That's the gold standard right there. Brisket that falls apart like this. That'll make you want to move to Texas. I've always said this, you gotta come to Texas for barbecue. Get off my brisket! Oh my gosh, that fly literally lingered on my brisket. Like I was waiting, usually flies will fly away. That fly risked its life to get an extra bite of brisket. That's how good it is. I feel like there's certain things you gotta try in life, and it has to be on the top of your bucket list. Barbecue in Texas is one of those things. There's certain things like, you could get a good Neapolitan pizza outside of Italy. You can get phenomenal sushi outside of Japan. But barbecue, I've never tasted barbecue like this outside of Texas. I have not. There are places that come close, but not like this. Oh, this brisket, I'm gonna have to say, maybe the best brisket I've had of any place I've been to in Texas. And that includes Franklin's. Holy moly, look at this. Falling apart. That is absolutely life-changing stuff. Also, this has got to be one of the best potato salads I've had. I think I like it because it's not chunks of potato. I mean, there's small chunks of it, but it's mushier than other potato salads. And way more mustardy. Oh, this brisket. This is heaven. Like, if there is a giant smorgasbord up in heaven, this has got to be on it. So I'm gonna finish this, and tomorrow I'm heading to Austin, Texas to try another Michelin star barbecue, and this will be the last Michelin star barbecue. And after that, I would have tried every single Michelin star barbecue in Texas. See you then. 10 minutes before the barbecue opens, and the line is already stretched halfway across the strip mall. How long are you guys smoking for?
Pretty close to around 12 to 14 hours, give or take.
So the total wait is about an hour and 20 minutes. And here is my spread. So this barbecue restaurant definitely has a lot more items on their menu that you don't see in a lot of traditional, typical Texas barbecue places. So I got the smoked duck, the beef rib here. This is a chimichurri beef rib. This is a peach tea glazed pork belly. I got some chorizo cheesy grits, and this is a Southern Texas pork hash. Of course, got some briskets, got some pork ribs. Okay, this is gonna be very, very exciting. Let's start with the more traditional food items, pork rib. So the pork rib looks beautiful, just like everything looks beautiful on this giant plate. Look at that smoke ring. And this is a St. Louis rib, so this is not a baby back, this is a St. Louis rib. It's a ginormous rib. Beautiful, beautiful smoke ring. By the way, the aroma from the smoke is almost intoxicating. Look at this. The crust is gorgeous. It looks so juicy, look at that. The juice just erupting from inside the meat and bones. Let's see how this thing will come apart. Whew, here we go. Wow. Incredible. This is 100% one of the best pork ribs in Texas. 100%. The ribs are tender, it's juicy, it's peppery, and just so much smoke. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 100% one of the best pork ribs I've had in Texas. Whenever you're eating Texas barbecue outside, you gotta eat it quick before the flies get to it. Okay, pork rib is awesome. Try with some of the sauce. By the way, I'm eating this right by their smokers right there, so that smell really does whet your appetite a lot. The sauce is awesome. Really, really tangy. Oh, that goes so well with the pork ribs. Pork ribs, incredible. Let's move on to the brisket. Every time I get brisket, I always try to get the fattiest ones. Look at this crust. Just looking at this will make my mouth water. Of course, gorgeous ring, and this thing is just so fatty and tender. Wow. Woo.
How'd you like ours? Different. It's a little different. All right, I like beer. I like turkey. Here we go. That's just me though, but
incredible. That is an absolutely mind-shattering brisket. Oh, it's so good. The crust is peppery. This whole thing. An absolute smoke show. So much incredible smoky flavor every single time you chew. The smoke just hits you everywhere. And this thing absolutely melts in your mouth. Yeah, the brisket's awesome. Oh, this is a nice thick piece right here. Look at this. This piece has so much beautiful crust. Oh my God. For those of you who's never had Texas brisket before, it's like Japanese Wagyu. No matter how many times I've had it, every single time I put it in my mouth, it still managed to shock me with how melty your mouth tender it is. Really, it's only in Texas. Can't find that anywhere else. Okay, ribs are great, brisket, amazing. Let me try out a couple of the sides. So this is the chorizo grits. First time having chorizo grits at a Texas barbecue place. Love it. Love it so much. Bits of chorizo, the grits are nice and creamy. It's got a little kick to it, and you definitely get that nice umami from the smoke as well. Wow. This is phenomenal. Let's try this too. I am so excited for this. This is their Texas pork hash. It's caramelized pork hash with peppers, a bunch of stuff inside, all over white rice. Oh, wow. Oh, it's really interesting. So this thing, very vinegary, it's spicy. The pork is 100% melts in your mouth, tender. Wow, it's really vinegary. It's got a nice umami to it because there's definitely a lot of acid inside this hash. I think this is something you gotta eat with something fatty. Even though it has pork inside, it definitely helps to balance out the fattiness of the meat. Okay, this I'm so excited about. This is a pork belly with green tea glaze. And I only got pork belly once at a Texas barbecue, and it was also here in Austin. Love it. This glaze is so good. The glaze is not overly sweet, it's peppery. Pork belly, of course, just loaded with melt in your mouth fat. It's a rich bite, but it's definitely an awesome bite. I think that's a good piece to chase with my pork hash. Oh, that's nice. This is something I've never seen on a Texas barbecue before. This is a smoked duck leg. Let's try this. Oh, it's so tender. You know what? I really, really like this. I love duck. And this is some, whoa, look at that. This is some amazingly tender duck. This thing is sweet, it's peppery, it's smoky. I like the glaze on the outside. Goes really well with the savory, fatty duck. I think my favorite is the skin part. That's a whole different type of fat that you're putting in your mouth. Duck is definitely nice and fatty. It's a different type of fat than what you would get from brisket or pork belly. It's something that you don't see a lot at traditional Texas barbecue joints. I like it. I saved what I thought was the best for last. This is a chimichurri beef rib. And look at how beautiful this crust is. I haven't had a Texas beef rib in so long. Oh my gosh, here we go. This is just, oh, butterflies, you know? Oh. Yeah, it's basically beef butter. Smoky, peppery beef butter. Every piece comes out so easily. Like, I know if I shake this bone right now, this whole thing will just plop to my tray. I think that's my favorite thing on the plate. The chimichurri works so well with that fatty melt in your mouth beef rib. I mean, just look at this thing. When I say melt in your mouth, there's no exaggeration. This thing is loaded with delicious fat, tender pieces of beef. Look at this, falling apart all over the place. Just like the brisket, every time I'm in Texas, I take a bite of the beef rib. It's the same wonderful, comforting feeling. That just sends shock waves down your spine. I don't think I've ever got an end piece before. Oh, it's so smoky. Oh. Like I said, that's a fragile beef rib. I'm so happy and sad it's my last meal in Texas, probably for a while. I really wanted to come to Austin and try this barbecue